the better part of the man, is soon plowed into the soil for comfort. By a seeming fate, commonly called necessity, they are employed.
I think about this game and, I just said it up there at the podium talking with the Thursday night crew. There's a lot to be grateful about. There's a lot to reflect on and look at the things that we did well. It's a learning experience for us. It's a formative experience that'll only build us up. And I truly think the only direction is to rise. Personally, playing in the city of Houston, and being the first time playing it back home was a special moment for me personally. I think the job is still not done, and I talk about there never being an arrival and there only being a journey, and that's something that I embrace. That's something that this football team embraces, the journey of what's ahead, the journey of daily deposits and daily improvement and daily efforts to be the best football team we can be. That's the only thing we want to do. So it's all about the standard, playing to that standard and then raising the standard.
Welcome to Plus the File. I am your host, Jay Law Style. They did it again. Another victory going down into Houston. 29-17. They just beat up on the Texans. 8 wins, 0 losses. I don't know what you can do with this team. I don't know how you can stop them. What do you take away? If you try to stack the box and take away the run game, they're just going to kill you on the outside on the one-on-one coverage. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Quez Watkins. You try to double A.J. Brown, again, that means you're just going to leave Devontae Smith one-on-one, Quez Watkins, Dallas Goedert, the running game, the RPOs. This team is running on all cylinders right now. Very, very difficult to stop. And I don't know what any team in the league is going to be able to do with the Philadelphia Eagles. The only way I see a team derailing the Eagles is if they derail themselves through turnovers, maybe some bad weather. I'm not sure, but that's the only thing that I see that can stop them right now. Maybe you can take a little bit of advantage of the defensive schemes that Jonathan Gannon put out there with the bend but don't break defense. But even that doesn't seem likely because they're an opportunistic defense. When they need the turnover, they get the turnover. When they need the sack, they get the sack. You tell me what team in the league is putting a better 22 out on the football field right now. Tell me who that is. Nobody. You might see teams with maybe a better quarterback, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. I'm starting to question if that's it. You see somebody else out there? Who else out there is playing better than Jalen Hurts? That's my MVP candidate right now. He's at the top of my list. You might can argue Josh Allen, but right now this team is undefeated. And Jalen Hurts, he's not even turning the ball over. Now, he did have a fumble, so let me correct that. He had a fumble last game, but it's very rare. It's very rare. Hurts, 21 of 27 for 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception. I did mention he had the fumble. 128.9 passer rating. I can't say nothing else about this team. Listen, I'm just a homer, but I love these boys. These boys are playing lights out football right now. They get a little bit of time off until they come back Monday night against the stinking Washington Commanders. Taylor Heineke and those boys. Oh, my God. That's probably going to be a snooze fest. But then again, it's a divisional game. So I expect Washington to throw their best punches. As a matter of fact, every team from here on out should be throwing their best punches, should be bringing their A game against the Philadelphia Eagles. You don't want to see a team go undefeated in the regular season, do you? Now, do you? And me personally, I don't even care if they go undefeated in the regular season, because more importantly, if they can wrap up the number 1 seed, all I want them to do is go undefeated in the playoffs. Because you know what that means? They're hoisting that Lombardi trophy, baby. Dallas Goedert, 8 receptions for 100 yards, 1 touchdown. That was Jalen Hurts' favorite target. And this is what I'm saying. He didn't even have to go to A.J. Brown. Like last week, it was A.J. Brown. This week is Dallas Goedert. Next week is probably Devontae Smith. Who the hell are you going to take away in this offense? Speaking of A.J. Brown, 4 receptions, 59 yards and a touchdown. Nice little game for my boy, Swole Batman. And then you got Miles Sanders, 17 carries, 93 yards, and he had a touchdown. Man, listen, you can talk what you want to talk. You can say what you want to say. At the end of the day, it's all about the Philadelphia Eagles right now. They remain undefeated. And like I said, I don't know how you're slowing them down. The defense, Javon Hargrave, he had 3 sacks. And this is without our stud in the middle, who's out on injury right now. Let me tell you something, man. I feel like if there's a team out there that may give us a run for our money, and it pains for me to say this, it's probably the Dallas Cowboys. And the only reason I say that is because we're division rivals. They know us, we know them. They're probably the only team, at least in the NFC right now, that might have the personnel that can give us a run for our money. Like I stated in previous videos, the running game is looking solid right now for the Dallas Cowboys. The defense, we already know where they're at. They're elite. Then it's just going to boil down to how well can that offense truly perform when push comes to shove, when it's crunch time. And you already know how I feel about Dak Prescott and those boys. But that's the only team I see. Yes, Minnesota is having a great season. We done smacked on them already. The Giants, I mean, they nice record, but I'm not buying the Giants. I'm just not buying them. They stink. Who else? The Packers? Come on, man. What are the Packers doing right now? Aaron Rodgers don't have enough. I feel like it's really just going to boil down to, can we stay healthy enough and just eliminate any turnovers, eliminate any issues, get better as the weeks go on? I really don't see anybody stopping this team, at least not until the Super Bowl. I mean, and I'm not saying they should cruise to the Super Bowl, because like I said, going forward, you're going to get everybody's best shot. Everybody is going to bring their A game to try and derail the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know how successful they're going to be, but that's going to be the game plan going forward. Once again, hit that like button if you're new. Subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you can get notified of when these gems drop. Peace out.